We're live. Nice. We'll see who all comes on to this live stream. All right. The 2026 Oscars. I've been trying to look up the viewership for it and haven't been able to find any information. It says that the 2025 Oscars drew 19.7 million viewers, which I guess for them is pretty good since there were only a little over 10 million people that watched it in 2021. But it is far below the peak of 55 million viewers in 1998. 1998, you had 55 million viewers, and now you have roughly about 20. It's pretty bad. Not great. What won? Let's go through the full list here. Let's see what we got going on. I watched some of it, but I did not watch a whole lot of it, to be honest. I was not all that interested. Not all that interested. So we got the full list here. Best Picture went to One Battle After Another. Was in competition with Begonia. I saw that. Frankenstein. I saw that. F1. Saw it. Hamnet. Didn't see it. Marty Supreme. Saw that. Secret Agent. I don't know what that is. Sentimental Value. Don't know what that is. Singers. Saw it. And Train Dreams. I've heard about it, but I don't know what it is. I think it's a Joel Edgerton movie. One Battle After Another won the Academy Award for Best Picture. This movie is getting glazed like crazy in LA. So all the people in LA, who talk about this movie, I think of airplanes going by. I don't think it. Can anybody hear that? I'm going to take it as a no. In LA, everybody that's talking about this movie, glazing the hell out of it. Just they can't help themselves. They get instant orgasms every time they think about it. Whenever they want to talk about movies, this is one of the movies that comes up a lot when people talk about movies in LA. One Battle After Another. I've also heard it called One Woke After Another. That's crazy. Look, to be honest, I have not seen the movie, so I don't have all the right in the world to judge it. That's fair. I don't want to judge something I haven't seen. But what I do know is that this movie gets glazed so hard in LA. So hard. And I've heard a bit about it, and it hasn't made that much money. I don't think it's even made any money. Let's look it up. I think if you just type in One Battle After Another, box office flop. I'm looking at a Variety article right now. Yes, Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, is considered a significant box office flop, expected to lose over $100 million despite critical acclaim. The film cost over $130 million to produce, plus $70 million in marketing. Ooh. So yeah, that's you're looking at $200 million in costs. I think it made a little over $200 million in its worldwide gross. But here's the problem, though. So even if a movie makes more than what it costs to make, that does not mean it made money, because theaters don't put movies out for free. Theaters typically take about 50% of the box office gross. So if it makes over a little over 200 million, let's see how much money One Battle After Another actually made. Let's find out. One Battle After Another. This movie made $209 million worldwide. It's a pretty decent chunk of change. It's not terrible. 209. It made $72 million domestically. It's all right. It made $137 million worldwide, or internationally. So that's a total of 209 million. Let's do some math here. So 209 minus a budget about 200 million. That leaves you with $9 million. But remember, the box office takes about 50% of that. So let's take that 209 million divided by 2. That's $104 million they could walk away with. But you spent $200 million on it. So 104 minus 200, that's negative 96 million. Negative. Even if we're going to be generous, like let's say, we don't even factor in marketing. We just factor in the budget that's reported, which is 130 million minus 104. You're still in the hole for $26 million. That's coming from a studio that was about to get bought by Paramount here pretty quickly. Or I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Paramount doesn't buy it. Maybe they have that whole, it's a monopoly and nobody can have it. Great. So, regardless of how you look at it, the Best Picture winner was a box office flop. And yeah, it gets super glazed in LA. Everybody talks about how great the movie is, which in all honesty makes me want to watch it even less, because I know it's a pretty agenda-driven movie. I mean, I don't even have to see it. I just know. I don't doubt that it's well made. I bet you the acting is great. I bet the cinematography is great. I bet the directing is great. I bet it's all great. But the story doesn't call my attention. Leonardo DiCaprio raises a child that is not his own, which isn't necessarily a problem. I get cuck vibes from it. I feel like I'm getting some cuck vibes there. A bunch of activists fighting neo-Nazis. Cool. Everybody hates Nazis. I don't know if we need to spend $130 million to make a movie about it. It's kind of been beaten over the head to death here. So Begonia was interesting. I don't know if that's a Best Picture winner, though. That's a weird movie. It's a good movie. It's a great movie. But yeah, Best Picture winner, I don't know. That's a tough call. Frankenstein, another great movie. Best Picture winner. Oh boy, no. It's a good movie to look at, and it's very entertaining. But Best Picture winner, I don't know. Not really sure about that. F1, that's a feel-good blockbuster movie. I think that one also lost money. Let's find out. F1 box office flop. Contrary to early predictions of failure, the 2025 F1 movie starring Brad Pitt became a major box office success, grossing over $600 million globally, making it one of Apple's biggest hits rather than a flop. So there you go. grossed over 600 million against a reported budget of 200 to 300 million. Well, damn. Depending on what that budget is, that's for sure a flop. Excuse me while I go to the side here. I'm not doing anything weird, I promise. I'll let y'all decide what I just did there. Figure it out for yourselves. Made over $600 million against a budget of 200 to 300 million. If it's 200 million, it probably made some money. If it's 300 million, it for sure lost money. But they may not care. Apple may not care. I have a friend who's a producer, and he was telling me that the amount of people that actually watch Apple Plus TV, or is it Apple TV? I don't know. Regardless, the amount of people that actually watch Apple is really low. That's what he was saying. And that they're really just doing it as like an investment for themselves. You know, everybody's doing their own streaming thing, so why would Apple not get involved? They're one of the biggest companies in the world, so why not? Yeah, that's a weird one. Is it a Best Picture winner? No. I don't think so. It's just a really good, feel-good, blockbuster movie. Hamnet? Does Hamnet deserve to win Best Picture? I don't know. I didn't watch it. I don't have any interest in a movie like that. What is it? It's about some guy who is William Shakespeare. His kid dies, and then it's about his wife grieving it. Yeah, that sounds like a whole bunch of fun. Marty Supreme, is that a Best Picture winner? I don't know. It's tough. This list is full of a lot of good movies, but I don't know if any of them are great. It's tough. I don't mean to be a jerk either. I'm not trying to say that none of these movies deserve awards. I'm just saying that, in my personal opinion, are any of them great? Like, so great to get the biggest award in filmmaking. That kind of great? I don't know. Marty Supreme's a weird movie, though. It's really long. It's probably too long. And I don't know. Marty Supreme's a weird one. That's kind of like a big budget art house movie about a guy who's honestly a scumbag. A lot of people took the message of that movie the wrong way. They were like, "Oh, you could be just like Marty Supreme, and your life will be great." No, his life is very much a mess. Very much a mess. Could that guy be a good father? Probably not. All right, The Secret Agent, didn't see it. Sentimental Value, didn't see it. Singers I rewatched recently. It's actually a pretty good movie. Singers is better than it has any right to be. Because the thing about Singers is it's really just a version of From Dusk Till Dawn is what it is. Singers is not super original. It's basically the black spin on From Dusk Till Dawn. Does it deserve to be Best Picture? I don't know. I mean, to be honest, out of all these movies, it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. I'd rather see Marty Supreme or Singers be Best Picture winner than one battle after another. Train Dreams, gonna skip it. Don't know anything about it. Moving on to Best Actress. Best Actress. The winner is Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. She's in competition with Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue. Renée Renezve, I'm going to pronounce that wrong. Renate Ringsby. Oof. Sorry, I'm not trying to butcher your name, but I really can't pronounce that. For sentimental value, Renate. Emma Stone for Begonia. Jessie Buckley won. That's probably fair. I mean, to be honest, I haven't seen that many performances in this list. I saw If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, and that was a really tough watch. And I saw Begonia, but I haven't seen Hamnet. I haven't seen Song Sung Blue. I haven't seen Sentimental Value. So, yeah. I mean, from what I've heard, Jessie Buckley does a really good job in Hamnet. Like, really good. I just don't know. Like, what does that performance look like? Like, is it a big trauma dump? Or he's going through a lot of trauma? Because Rose Byrne also goes through a ton of trauma. And If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Emma Stone basically does the same thing, except, spoiler alert, at the end of the movie, she's an alien. So, yeah, she gets kidnapped and kind of tortured by these two guys who are. The one played by Jesse Plemons, like, oh my God, what a sad story. Really unusual movie. Yeah, I don't know. I guess Jessie Buckley deserves it. But Rose Byrne did do a good job. It's just nobody saw that movie, unfortunately. I guess some people saw Hamnet. I don't, I don't know. I mean, I got family in the Midwest. I got family all over this country, the United States. And the only people that are talking about Hamnet are people in LA, as far as I know. Even most people in LA, they don't. I think I've only heard of two. I've only heard two people talk about Hamnet. That's it. That's all I've heard. All right, best actor, winner, Michael B. Jordan for Singers. Ooh, is in competition with Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, and Wagner Moura. Moura? I think that's how you say it. The Secret Agent. Does Michael B. Jordan deserve the Oscar? I guess out of everybody in this list, he's probably the most likable person to win the Oscar. Timothy Chalamet said some crap about ballet dancers and other people in the entertainment industry that seem to rub a lot of people the wrong way. So there's a bit of a conspiracy theory that he lost out on any awards, and so did Marty Supreme because of his comments, which I don't know if it has any credit, but people are running off of that. So make of that of what you will. But yeah, Michael B. Jordan is probably the most likable person. Yeah, I don't really have any problem with that. Leonardo DiCaprio played a cuck, so cuck activist. He's got layers to him. Best Supporting Actress, Amy Madigan. Madigan. I don't know. The lady who played Dolores. No, Gladys. Gladys in Weapons. In competition against Eli Fanning, Sentimental Value. Oh God, this name is gonna mess me up. These next two names are gonna mess me up. Igna Ibsdottir Lissasa. Oh God, an actress from Sentimental Value. Wunmi Musaku. Wunmi Musako? Musaka? Musaku. Wunmi Musaka. No. Wunmi Musaku for Singers. God, thank God I don't pronounce these names. And Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. Jeez. I only saw Singers and Weapons, so I'm guessing Wunmi Masaku. Masaku. That's got to be the Asian lady from Singers. I mean, she was good, but as far as memorable performances, at least out of the two movies I saw, girl that played Gladys in Weapons, look, my God. Yeah, give it to her. Bravo. Super creepy. And charismatic. That's tough. Best supporting actor, winger, Sean Penn. One battle after another. In competition against Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another. Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein. Delroy Lindo for Singers. And Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value. Well, again, I've only seen two of these movies. I didn't see One Battle After Another, and I didn't see Sentimental Value. This is a weird one because even though I didn't see One Battle After Another, I did hear that Benicio del Toro was the best part of the movie. I heard his performance alone is probably the only reason I'd want to see it. So, there you go. Sean Penn, One Battle After Another. Look, again, I have not seen the movie, so don't have too much of a right to judge it. I'm just going to say what I have heard. I have heard that Sean Penn's performance in One Battle After Another is pretty cringy. It's pretty cringy and pretty over the top. This is just what I've heard. I'm not going to pass judgment. Delroy Lindo. Who'd you play in Singers? Oh, played the guy. He played the old man. Played the older guy. Okay. Delta Slim. He played the guy who plays the harmonica. Yeah, he was pretty good. Jacob Elordi in Frankenstein. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Jacob Elordi. I think he's fine. I think he's pretty good. Fun fact about him: he actually used to work out at the gym that I currently coach at. I think I crossed paths with him once. I crossed paths more with Joey King more than anything. I saw her a lot more. This was back in the day when he was dating Joey King. And he was pretty quiet, if I remember correctly. Didn't really talk a lot. Seems like a nice guy, though. I think that Delroy Lindo or Jacob Elordi. Those are the only two I can really pick from. Damn. I like Jacob Elordi. I thought he did a great job in Frankenstein. Delroy Lindo, though. I mean, he did a pretty good job, too. That one's a toss-up for me. You give it either one of them, I'm fine with it. All right. There's a lot more awards here, but I think I'm just going to do a few more because this live stream's been kind of dead. I just wanted to talk to people. Just wanted to talk to you. Just wanted to talk to people, you know? It's so fun of me just talking to myself here. All right, Best Director. Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another. In competition with Ryan Coogler for Singers, Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme, Joachim Trier, I don't know. The guy who directed Sentimental Value. No disrespect to you, sir. I'm sorry. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. I do know how to say this one, though. Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. God, Chloe Zhao. What a weird year for her. You know, she was going to do the Buffy reboot, and that ain't getting picked up. They canned that thing real fast. Which is sad because, honestly, I just finished watching all of Buffy, and it's pretty good. It's pretty freaking good. But then I saw a script leak for a scene in the Buffy reboot, and oh my god, talk about your modern messaging. You don't want to watch that. Maybe if they can bring it back in a good way, that'd be great. Chloe Zhao. Never seen any of her movies except The Eternals. So she lives a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. That movie is awful. Props to her for trying to do something different, but my god, The Eternals, phew, it was a horrible movie. That's when the MCU really went downhill with The Eternals. That movie is. I've only seen it once, and I struggled staying awake through that movie. There were some cool ideas at play, but that movie's ass. That was not a good movie. Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. Well, I didn't see Hamnet. I didn't see Sentimental Value. I did not see One Battle After Another. So that leaves Singer's Marty Supreme. And who do I think did a better job? Man. Ugh. That's hard. That's tough. Jeez. I like them both. I like both of them. I guess Josh Safdie has not been a part of anything that disappointed me. Ryan Coogler is a great director, but he's made some things where I'm just like, why would you do that? He did God, what was that? Wannabe Iron Man show. Ironheart. He was a creative on that. And then he did Black Panther 2, which was really bad. I know some people say Black Panther 2 is a decent sequel. And given what they had, I'm not going to crap on it too much. Because I mean, they kind of twist your arm. Why not just recast Chadwick Boseman? I mean, I get it. Like, he's Black Panther. A lot of people think he's the first black superhero, but you'd be mistaken. It was actually can't remember if it's Shaquille O'Neal for Steel or if it was Wesley Snipes for Blade. But anyway, I mean, look, the MCU has recast actors before. They recast Terrence Howard, and they recast oh god, who played General Ross? He's a great actor too. I feel bad. I don't remember his name, but he got recast with Harrison Ford. So I don't know. I don't think it would have been a disservice to recast Chadwick Boseman. I think he would have. From what I've heard from people, since I am out in LA, and like I've had meeting with his talent agency once for representation too. So from what I've heard, Chadwick Boseman would have wanted the character to keep going. So yeah, he would have wanted him to keep going, from what I understand. All right, so who deserves the award then? I mean, Josh Safdie's never made anything that I didn't like. So I want to lean with Josh Safdie because there's a lot of things in Marty Supreme. I feel like to make that movie the way it was made would have been really taxing. I'm not going to say that Singers wasn't a taxing movie either to make. They probably both were, given what's required for those movies. But maybe I give it to Josh Safdie. I don't know. Depends on my mood. Best animated feature. K-pop Demon Hunters. And the other movies in competition are Arco. Didn't see it. Pretty positive Arco is a gas station brand. I guess it's an animated movie too. Elio, Lil Amelie, or the character of Rain in Zootopia 2. Well, damn. I've only seen one of these movies. Give it to K-pop Demon Hunters. That's the only one I saw. Then you've got Best International Feature, Best Documentary Feature, Best Original Screenplay. Let's skip to that. So the winner there is Singers, Ryan Coogler, in competition with Blue Moon by Robert Kaplow. It was Adjusting Accent with Jafar Panahi. I'm going to pronounce so many of these names wrong. Mari Supreme by Ronald Bronstein and Josh Safdie, and Sentimental Value from Eskil Vogt and Joachim Trier. I don't know. Don't ask me. I can't say like half of these names, y'all. I need like a pronunciation coach or something. Best Original Screenplay. For Singers? Ooh. Oh, excuse me. I don't think so. I think that's... One second. Leave what I'm doing to the side for your imagination. I wonder if people think I'm doing coke on the side. I promise you I'm not. I promise you I'm not. That would be bad. But I bet you people have done it before. Just not me. Singers won Best Original Screenplay. I kind of have a problem with that. Because it's basically from Dusk Till Dawn with a 1930s black perspective. Give it to Marty Supreme. If you were gonna give any award to Marty Supreme, just one award. Best Original Screenplay. Give it to them because that was pretty original what they did. Give it to them. Yeah, and give Best Director to Ryan Coogler. Give him Best Director. Do that. Made up my mind there. Josh Safdie, you get original screenplay. Ryan Coogler, you get director. How about that? All right, I think I'm going to wrap it up with Best Adapted Screenplay. Let me just see what else is there. Best Original Song, Best Original Score, Best Cinematography, Best Film Editing, Best Sound, Best Visual Effects, Best Production Design, Best Casting, Hairstyling and Makeup, Costume Design, Animated Short. Oh boy, there's a lot of awards. Documentary Short, Live Action Short. Okay. I'm gonna go through maybe a few more. Maybe. I don't really have much to say about the others because I haven't seen them. I'm passing judgment. God damn it, because I'm opinionated and I'm allowed to have my opinions, even if I don't know much about it. Best Adapted Screenplay. The winner goes to One Battle After Another by Paul Thomas Anderson. You also got Begonia, Will Tracy, Frankenstein by Guillermo del Toro, Hamnet by Chloe Zhao and Maggie O'Farrell. That's an Irish name. And Train Dreams by Clint Bentley and Greg Cuerdar. I don't know. Again, I can't say some of these names, y'all. Thank God no one's watching this, otherwise we'd be getting roasted. Okay. Well, from what I understand, One Battle After Another is based on a book that it adapts very liberally. I read the synopsis of the book, and from what I've heard and what people have told me about the movie, yeah, the book is very different. Very, very different. So I guess, if it's a well written movie, sure. But a well written adaptation, like you adapted it well, I don't know. I don't know about that. Begonia, I didn't even know that was adapted from something. Frankenstein, that's pretty obvious. Hamnet is based off of something. It's interesting. Don't know what train dreams are. Maybe it's about trains that dream. Hmm, that'd be interesting. Uh, by default, I'm just gonna go with Frankenstein because here's my perspective. If you're adapting something, you have to be, you should be pretty faithful to the source material and do it justice. If you're not very faithful to the source material, then I feel like you're taking a lot of creative liberties with what you're adapting. I don't know if that's, even if the movie comes out good, does that mean it's well adapted? Because you kind of didn't really adapt the source material that well, in all honesty. Like you adapted it well for what you want to do, not necessarily given the source material justice though. So I think even Frankenstein takes some creative liberties towards the end, but I mean, I don't know. I didn't even know Begonia was based off of something, but I guess it is. See if there are any other things here. Best original score, cinematography, editing, sound, visual effects. Visual effects went to Avatar. I mean, that's a clear winner. Jurassic World Rebirth was in competition for best visual effects. Get out of here. That movie was ass. That was a terrible movie. It's entertaining, but god damn, it's terrible. The that hybrid T Rex dinosaur thing. What the hell was that? On social media, there was a meme that the big monster in that movie was a Penosaurus Rex because it looks like a penis. Haha. Costume design, makeup and hairstyle, shorts. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about all that. What's this article say? Has Hollywood golden boy Timothy Chalamet lost his shine? Ooh, they're gonna come after him hard. They're gonna come after him hard because, god damn it, in this industry, you can. I gotta be careful on what I say here. Let's just say this: it's a little bit weird that in Hollywood, if you have unfavorable opinions about people in ballet, but then you also sleep with an underage girl, one of those is apparently fine. The other one is horribly unacceptable. And the moral, the morals that you're leaning towards do not apply to Hollywood here. And of course, I'm talking about Roman Polanski. Hollywood would welcome Roman Polanski in open arms if his charges were dropped. I mean, I'm in film school right now, and one of the first movies I had to watch was a Roman Polanski movie, and that just made me uncomfortable. I mean, I don't doubt his movies are great. The ones I've seen, they're great, but man, that guy's gross. But they'll welcome him with open arms, but not Timothy Chalamet, because god damn it, don't talk crap about ballet dancers. Yeah. All right, let me wrap up my thoughts here. The Academy Awards 2026. Well, no one got slapped, so that's good. Didn't get slapped for telling a joke. As Saw a hashtag going around saying Oscars so boring. So I guess maybe that's the general consensus here. Happy for Michael B. Jordan, though. Seems like a genuinely good guy. I've heard him talk some smack, though, before about how he could take on, I think it was Mike Tyson. He said he could take on Mike Tyson or something. It's a wild take. It's a wild take, my dude. All right, before I besmirch his name, let's just see. Michael B. Jordan takes on Mike Tyson. Says he wants to train with Mike Tyson. I don't know. I might have gotten that mixed up with something. Anyway, Michael B. Jordan deserved it. I think he earned it. Is anybody watching the Oscars anymore? I don't think so. Judging from this live stream I just did, I don't think anyone gives a crap. But I got 1 like, so there you go. You gotta start somewhere. I'm on a spring break right now, so I think I'm gonna be doing this a little bit more often just to see who pops in and who gets out of here. All right, my friends, thank you for watching me ramble here for the last 40 or so minutes, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Ciao.